I don't know what yours is yet.
Okay. It's a supplementary card.
Yes.
Sort of,
I have two questions. What's heaven like? And the second question would be, is there such a thing as reincarnation?
Yes, those are good.
Mine will be, is Elvis really dead?
And is he up there singing?
Yeah, is he singing? Because if he is, I'm on my way.
Yeah. Good one. Cheryl, thank you very much. What about you? What would you ask?
That's Alex.
Oh, that's Alex even. Should we get the right
Has she
lady?
gone?
Have you gone, Alex?
Oh, no, I'm here.
Yeah, what would you ask?
I may probably ask if the big man exists upstairs.
Yeah, good one. Alexandra, thank you very much for coming on. Alexandra from Cambridge and Cheryl, give them a round of applause. Now, tonight's location, and let's talk a bit about where we're going. Tell us a bit more and what's happening, what the theme for tonight's apparitions and tonight's search for evil is about.
Well, tonight's theme is Voices from the Grave. A huge interest to people involved in the world of the paranormal, EVP, voices that are recorded on tape and have been for a long time. Also, it can be very, very frightening, especially as we have done in the past when we've been in investigation and you actually hear a voice say a word, like for instance Kath was hearing words, you heard something, Stuart heard something last night and so on. So to be able to catch these words or voices on tape is what we're going to try and hopefully do something about this tonight. And the reason why we've chosen this particular location is because there is a story, I won't tell it now, a story where two security guards were working at this particular location to do with telephones. And one security guy was on the end of a telephone and heard a very horrible message, and it wasn't from his friend. It wasn't from the other security guard.
And interestingly, on Interactive, Carl, already people are saying what they feel about this location, how they feel it's haunted, and messages here saying, "Be careful tonight, team. Be careful, be careful." I've got 3 or 4 here already.
It's really that actually kind of helps you out, because when people are in there and they're sensing stuff or they know about it, they know what's happened. And when you go in there, you have to be aware. You have to be wary of what's going on, and you can't sort of let the television thing take over. You have to, we're in there firstly doing an investigation, and if anything happens around that, we have to hope it's caught on camera, because quite often we don't know when we're on a break, we don't know when things happen. We do sometimes, but quite often we don't. And you have to be very vigilant about everything that's going on. And like tonight with the telephone, we have to remember it's television and telephones. They were originally developed to try and contact the spirits of dead people.
Yeah.
That's how they were originally developed for, and they became a television and a telephone that we use now for communication with each other.
You didn't know that, did you?
No, I didn't know that.
You didn't know
The television tube was designed for that.
I knew telephones were involved tonight, but now I understand.
And
a bit
also
more.
remember that anybody that was watching last night and the second night is that we seem to have this entity that seems to be following us. Remember last night it was 666 and sort of, yes, I'm going to follow you. So will we encounter him tonight, or whoever
and I've
it
had
is?
messages saying that this entity's following you through the 7 nights.
And as we're building up, these entities are getting bigger and bigger and bigger, and seemed last night it got very strong. In fact, so strong that the whole of the audience saw things. And that's a rarity, but it's quite a scary thing, because we don't know, we've still got so much to do, and what's going to happen towards the end.
Well, look, have a good night tonight. I can't wait. I'm sure you can't.
Oh,
Thank you very
as
much
always,
indeed. Have a
thanks
good
very
one. Give it up for Yvette Fielding and Carl Beattie. Thanks, guys. Now, as we've been saying, getting in touch with the show, getting interactive is what it's all about. If you get in touch with us and you tell us things you think Yvette and Carl and the team should be doing, we will pass it on as the show goes on. That's what it's all about. We want to hear about your most haunted live parties, of course, strange things at home, whatever the messages are, get in touch. Let me tell you how you can get in touch. First of all, you can text the word screen, then a space, followed by your message to 800089. And of course, let me know your name and where you're from, very importantly, when you send your messages. The text costs 50p plus 1 standard rate message, and of course the details on our website as well, mosthauntedlive.net. You must be over 18 to get in touch with the show, by the way, very importantly. Bear that in mind if you want to get in touch with Most Haunted Live. Now, on to our competition. You must be over 18 for this as well, and you must live in the UK. And a great prize for you, we have a fabulous night out at the theatre. One lucky winner selected at random from all the correct entries will receive a pair of tickets to see The Woman in Black in London's West End, plus 2 nights bed and breakfast dinner accommodation based on 2 people sharing in central London at the Radisson Hotel. Now, this prize can be taken up to the end of April this year, excluding bank holidays. And of course, the winner will receive a pair of tickets with priority seating at the next UK-based Most Haunted Live, plus a copy of Most Haunted Series 10 on DVD. And 10 runners-up again, selected at random from all correct entries, will each receive a copy of Most Haunted Series 10 on DVD, plus a pair of tickets with priority seating at the next UK-based Most Haunted Live. Now, the question is, our first live transmission from abroad, Most Haunted Live Transylvania, was based in which European country? Was it A, Germany, B, Romania, or C, Spain? And you can enter by visiting mosthauntedlive.net. And once this Most Haunted Live ends on Friday, you can still enter the competition for another week by going to livingtv.co.uk/competitions. Now, the competition will actually close at midnight on the 23rd of January this year, and please remember to leave your name so we can get in touch with you, and the winners will be selected at random and informed later that week. And please contact Virgin Media if you wish to know the names of the winners. Good luck, full details on the Living website, and we look forward to seeing you maybe at the next Most Haunted Live here in the UK. Now, joining me on set tonight in St George's Hall on Merseyside, my left-hand man in Interactive, it's Stuart!
Nice to see you, mate.
Who, rather like when Paul went up in the vigil last time, I landed up in his chair, you landed up in my seat last night.
Being in a coffin may have been scary for you, but being up here on this table was quite scary for me. But yeah, I think it was an adventure for both of us.
Yeah, it was good night, and lots of reaction from the viewers, which is brilliant.
As always, what was really interesting for me is that one of the busiest areas on the webcam was the abandoned nightclub, which we didn't get a chance to investigate with the team. But that's what I love about the website. Even if we don't have time to get somewhere, you know there's thousands of people at home keeping an eye on these places and letting us know what's going on, and that's exactly what we want tonight.
And what about tonight? Because there's the technical side of it, as Carl and Yvette were talking about there with the telephones. That's going to be interesting, isn't it?
Should be very interesting. We really want to hear what people have to say. What I'm particularly excited about, of course, is that they're in a library. And that really reminds me of the opening of Ghostbusters. I don't know if you've seen that.
So Kieran will love that.
Well, that's it. So, you know, all I can say is if there's something strange on the Most Haunted Live webcams, who are you going to text?
Text us.
Yeah, Team Interactive.
Yeah. Stuart, thank you very much indeed. It's Stuart.
Thank you.
Right, that's it for the moment, but we're going to be back very shortly as we continue our search for evil, all heading up, of course, and culminating on Friday night with Search for Demons. More in a few minutes' time. Don't go away.
Actually, it's very surprising how many people I meet along the way that are Most Haunted fans. It's one of those subjects that once you start broaching it and somebody makes the first sort of move, you always get somebody that goes, oh, well, actually, my best friend, or, oh, in our old house we had this, and nearly everybody has got a story once you actually start talking to them.
Find out who I'd like to play me in the film of my life. Find out after the break. Well, who would play me in the story of my life? Of course, it would have to be. She looks just like me. She's gorgeous, she's sexy. It's Kath Howe.
Welcome back to Most Haunted Live, coming to you from St George's Hall in Merseyside. It's night 4 of 7 nights in our quest for the search for evil. Tonight's theme is Voices from the Grave. What will the team find out in tonight's investigation? We will find out at 9 o'clock tonight. And it's all building up to a big night on Friday nights when we are searching for demons. So make sure you're watching right the way through the week. Now, this show is all about you, the fans, you at home, the audience here. By the way, hello, the audience. Yes. Brilliant. Brilliant audience who've been queuing literally all day to get into the hall here, so it's just fantastic. And each night we've been making a film about Most Haunted Live fans, and it's time for fan film number 4.
Well, my name's Cathy Ball. Originally I'm from the south coast of England. I decided to move up to the Midlands last year, where I now work in the NHS as an emergency care assistant for West Midlands Ambulance Service. So essentially it's my job to check the ambulance, check everything's where it should be on there, and then when the phone rings and we get the job come in, it's my job to get us there safely, carry the patients back out, get them into the ambulance